back to the Cardiac Arrhythmias and Obesity Research Lab. I'm Kedar Aras, Assistant Professor in the Department of Physiology and Biophysics in the Jacob School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences at University at Buffalo. For this episode, I wanted to share my perspective on the research plan. Now, a research plan is an important component of your interview package, and it is designed to let the search committee get a sense of three things. One, can you articulate your science in a way that is easy to understand and impresses upon the reader the significance of solving the problem? The second is, can you articulate your credentials in a way that the reader can understand and appreciate your ability to solve the problem that you said you want to do? And the third piece is, do you have a vision for your lab in terms of what would be your immediate goals in terms of submitting an R01 proposal, and what comes after that? Do you have any other ideas beyond the first R01 proposal that would form the core of your research lab? So the research plan tries to answer these three questions: your ability to communicate your science, your ability to articulate your plans for your first R01 proposal and your subsequent R01 ideas, and then finally, your academic credentials that would let the reader to believe that, yes, you will be able to deliver on your research plan. So what are the different components of your research plan? Now, typically, it is a 3 to 4 page document and should contain 4 sections. One is a research summary page. Second is your past research experience. Third section is your specific research objectives. And the last section is your long-term outlook. Now, your research summary page essentially captures in a concise manner the entire research plan, including the problem you're trying to resolve, the central hypothesis behind it, the significance and the rationale behind the approach you may take to solve the problem, and your credentials, and that would help us believe that you could solve this problem. And then finally, what's your R01 proposal going to look like beyond solving this problem? So that's essentially a one-page summary of your research plan. And I cannot stress enough how critical your first page of your research plan, which encapsulates your research summary page, is. Because chances are, if the reader is not captivated by that first page, then they may not end up reading the remaining pages of your research plan. So spend some quality time tweaking and refining your research summary page until you're satisfied and comfortable that the page accurately reflects and captures the story you're trying to tell. The second section is your past research experience. Now, this section is where you include your doctoral training and postdoctoral training experience, including the skills you have gained, the kind of research you did, and any accomplishments you may have, either through grants, awards, and so on and so forth. And the third section is your research objectives page. Now, this looks like a specific aims page with your 3 aims that would go into your first R01 proposal: aim 1, aim 2, and aim 3. And each of the aims should have a hypothesis, an objective, approach, and any preliminary data you may have. Because this tells the search committee that, okay, you have a specific, well thought out and well fleshed out idea for your first R01 proposal. And then finally, you have a section on your long-term outlook that highlights what your vision for your lab is, what's your 3-year plan, and what's your 5-year plan. So to recap, the 4 sections of your research plan should include a research summary page, a past research experience, your research objectives, and your long-term outlook. So that's it for this week. I hope to see you next time.